Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name is Caitlin, welcome, and today I am updating my 101 pans project pan. So I'm trying to hit 101 eyeshadow pans. I don't really have a time limit on this, but I can say that I'm currently at pan number 77 out of 101. Which is incredible. I'm so excited about that. This has taken me so long. This has taken me a ridiculous amount of time. This has taken me over a year, possibly over 2 years. Let me have a look. So yeah, at the start of this year, we're at pan 42. So it's been about 2 years now, which is, take a deep breath, a long time. But the end is in sight. We're at 77. We're going to keep pushing through. Maybe at the end of this, I will restart it. Who knows? It depends if I'm in an insane mood or not. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I recently hit 3K subscribers, which was actually my goal for the end of the year. So we have hit this way out the park. We are smashing this completely. I am so unbelievably happy. Thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. Also, everything on my face today and all of the eyeshadow palettes that I mention in this video will be linked down in the description box. They will be affiliate links, so if you do shop using my affiliate links, I do get a small commission back through no expense of your own. It just helps my channel out. It lets me know that you guys love my channel, you guys love the products that I'm using, and yeah, it helps me out a lot. So no pressure, but thank you so much. But let's jump into it. So I'm going to start with the shade 71, which comes from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. You can see this is starting to get the ABH curse. It really is. It's starting to get a little bit mucky. I mean, I'm going to show you the outside of my Modern Renaissance, which has been my Pan That palette this year. Look at her. Look at this. So it's not as bad, of course, but Jesus Christ, she's falling apart. But that's what you get with this kind of soft touch packaging. And if we open this palette, you can hopefully see the shade Glistening. Here has a pan in it. This was hit in my Pan Those Eyeshadows series. It was hit on the 5th of September. And yeah, it's just a really nice kind of lid shade. It was very subtle. I'm obviously used to these super bright indie duochromes with super sparkle, super shifts. This was not that. This was a very, very subtle lid everyday shade. But you know what? Sometimes change is good. Just for a very nice, everyday, neutral look. I did enjoy this, but I am very glad to be getting back to my super shimmery metallic shades. Next also came from my Pan Those Eyeshadows series, and it comes from my Huda Beauty Neon Obsessions palette. And it is this shade here, which is the shade number 7. You can see it's like a kind of peachy orangey shade. It went really, really well with my Pan That palette, and I hit this on the 8th of September, so very, very quickly after that last pan. You can see it shining in that corner there. We also had this middle shade in my Pan Those Eyeshadows series, but we did end up hitting our 15 use goal before we hit pan on that, which is my kind of rule. If I use a shade 15 times, I can roll it out. But of course, we did not roll this one out. This did clash with Realgar, so I probably shouldn't have rolled it in hindsight. But you know what, we're here now. We've done it. Can't do anything about it now, but it went really, really well with the other shades, of course. And I'm very happy to have my first pan in this palette. Next comes from my Juvia's Place Warrior palette, and this is my Project Level Up Level 4 palette. So we are making a lot of progress in this guy. I am still currently working on this palette in my Project Level 4, but we are going to be talking about the shade Mino up here. It is the darkest shade in the palette, and I did use this as a brow shade quite a lot, and that is how I hit pan in it. I hit pan in this on the 11th of September. This was the first pan that I hit in that project. The shade Kano was already hit, so I didn't really count that in my project. But yeah, this was the first shade hit in my Project Level Up, and as you can see, this palette is definitely looking a little bit more loved now, which I'm so happy about. Next comes from my Bella Pierre All Stars palette, and this is my Pan That palette in order, and I'm going to talk about the shade number 1 up here, obviously the first shade in the palette, the first update. This is a beautiful inner corner shade, and I did also use this as a face highlighter as well, just to hit that pan. It's a pretty big pan. It's a really beautiful shade as well. I wasn't expecting to fall in love with this shade because it looks pretty unassuming in the pan, but I actually really did enjoy that. So that is the shade 74. Getting there. We're getting there slowly. I hit that on the 16th of September. As you can see, this palette is also looking a little bit more loved now as well, which is incredible. Next, going back to the Warrior palette, this is the shade Ivory, and this is the lid setting shade up here. This took about 28 uses to hit pan on, so I really didn't think I would have this panned in time for my first Project Level Up update. But I did. Here it is. This is my halfway point to my Project Level 4. And I hit this pan on the 3rd of October. You can see it shining there. So now we have 3 pans in this palette. I need to hit 2 more pans to be able to level up. So I'm very excited about that. This is now my focus project palette for the end of this month. Next we have this massive palette. This is my favorite palette in my collection, or one of, you know, it's hard to decide, but this is my Carnival XL Pro, and I've decided that this palette is going to be like a focus palette for my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. So I'm gonna hand choose one of these shades every month to work on and to try and hit pan on. And the first shade was this shade here, which is called Pink Me. Hopefully you can see. It is obviously very hard to see the pan because the shade is so white, but I promise there is a pan there. This is like a pink to white iridescent-y kind of shade, and I use this on my inner corners. I also hit this on the 3rd of October as well, so the same day as the previous shade. This is the shade 76. So you can see there, we are getting very close to our 101. Oh, every day, I'm like, can we make progress on this project? And oh, it's so close. I'm really glad to be having some more use on this Carnival XL Pro palette. As I said, I love it, and it is massive. We do have quite a lot of pans in it now, as you can see, but it can always look more loved, you know? And our current focus shade is this shade Keen up here. And I am actually using this today on my kind of inner part of my eye. Not that we are talking about that shade at all in this project, but I just thought I'd let you know. And finally, for this update, the shade number 77 is my Bella Pierre All Stars palette, my Pan That palette in order, and it is the shade number 2. You can see this pan here. It was like a peachy, orangey matte. Again, went really well with my Pan That palette. Really happy with that shade. And you can see the pan there. Obviously now we are working on this deeper brown shade, which I'm really excited about, to be honest. But we hit that on the 15th of October, and this is the most recent pan in my collection as of filming this right now. So yeah, we're on 77 out of 101 after about 2 years. It is finally nearly coming to an end. I am hoping to do another update of this in December. I normally try and get about 7 pans per update. So if we can do another one in December, that would be amazing. I am trying really hard to hit more and more pans, but obviously it does take time, especially when I am trying so hard to finish eyeshadows now that we're coming to the end of the year. It is quite difficult to try and balance finishing and hitting pan on eyeshadows, but I'm trying my best. I will do another update, whether it kills me in December. I don't know what will be in that update. It's going to be a surprise, but hopefully it's going to be an amazing update. And hopefully in the new year, we can hit that glorious 101st pan, and then we can do a round 2 and I can torture myself even more. But yeah, this is it for this update, guys. It was pretty short and sweet. I love showing you my eyeshadow pans. I just think it's so satisfying. Hopefully it inspires you to hit pan on that really difficult eyeshadow shade. You can do it. You can do it. I promise there is an end in sight. I promise that eyeshadow does have a pan somewhere. Just keep going and you will hit it. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, I do a lot more panning content on my channel, so definitely go and check that out. Definitely like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss when I upload. I also do some kind of review-based content. I also do some get ready with me's with bright, fun, colourful makeup. So if that sounds up your street, definitely stick around and join our little family with now 3K members. what? So this is where I'm going to love you and leave you guys. I hope you did enjoy. Have an incredible day, and I will see you very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye!